I'm Jamahl Hughes.
My name is Kenya.
We're the Hughes family.
We've been married about 6 years. We have a son, Jalen, who's 4, and another angel flying high, Kendall.
I go to school at Valley College, studying psychology.
I'm currently doing property management, just finished school, which is really exciting.
We moved to New Jersey in 2013 when I got discharged from the Army. We was there, we was working, but it wasn't what we wanted to do. Like, we felt stagnant. I was working overnight, she was working all day, so we didn't have time for each other and time for Jalen, so we just wanted a new start.
We knew that we had to make a decision. It was stepping out on faith, coming here, knowing that we've got to put in the work, but working our butts off really to get where we wanted to be. It wasn't our decision, it was really God's decision. We bought our ticket and we had like $300 in our account, no housing set up, and we got here and then, we woke up the next morning and we just started working. By the end of that week, we had gotten registered for school, we got registered with the VA, registered with LA Family Housing, and then they got us help and got us into some shelters. We spent 3 months going from shelter to shelter.
Being homeless is what you make of it. It's not fun not knowing where you're going to be the next day. The shelters, it's not what you want, but it's better to be out on the street. That was our comfort, is that we're not on the street, so it's not that bad.
We had gotten into the San Fernando rescue mission. In that week, just so much had happened. We had found housing, and it just so happened to be a guy who had owned the building, and he was looking for a veteran family to move into one of his places, which is this place that we're in now. We had gotten linked up with Rocky Peak.
At the time, we was looking for a church because God's been speaking to us the whole ride, saying we need to get in church, we need to be more involved. There was a shuttle bus that goes from the shelter to Rocky Peak. We was a little bit, skeptical at first walking in because, it was new, but we loved it. From the very first day, from the very first time we walked in those doors, we loved it. We felt love unconditionally. Everybody's very nice and inviting.
We didn't have a car when we relocated here. The church did offer an extended service. It would be someone who on their way to church could pick us up for service. And so Becky and Nick had volunteered to be the couple that picked us up, and it was like an instant connection. And from there on, they really became that first set of family for us from Rocky Peak. December of 2015, we found out that we were expecting. We were super excited. Things were going okay, and then pregnancy got really hard for me. I remember being in the hospital and, them telling me, you're so far along, you're 19 weeks. It's very rare for you to be miscarrying at this point in time. I just remember looking at Becky crying, and she looked at me and she said, God is going to work it out, don't worry. She said, I text my life group, all the girls are praying. The doctor came back in and he said, your contractions aren't stopping and you're fully dilated. We're going to have to deliver. So we delivered Kendall at 1, and she passed away about an hour and a half after being born, but we got to hold her and cuddle with her and see her.
When Kendall was born, I was happy to see my baby girl, even though she was very small and tiny. It hurt. It really did. It hurt. It still hurts now. At first, we didn't talk about it. That was our coping mechanism. But what we finally did, we finally broke down together. The life group, they was there. We wasn't even part of the life group, and they were there for us. And that was our support system to get us through.
They helped out with Jalen. They would come bring us food. They offered to help clean and just be here. They didn't have to say much, just their presence was really what was so amazing and uplifting for me. And knowing that they cared so much and that they felt my pain and that they were willing to walk me through every step of the way without even really knowing me yet.
Spring of 2016, life group sign up was coming up, and Nick and Becky were saying, you guys should really join our life group. Like, these are guys that's been supporting you this whole time. We were like, sure, why not? Like, we would love to. We would love to meet the people behind the acts of kindness that was going on during our situation. So we signed up. It's been great. They've been there for us for everything. They supplied our first car, and we had no idea that was coming.
It was amazing for us because it was just a true testament of how God will take you through such a hard storm to see how much we would persevere and do what we made a commitment to God to do.
It was really the last thing that we needed to be finally stable. It was an amazing gift.
Our life group has literally become everything to me. They have become my best friends. They've become my support system. They have walked through every journey and step in life that I've been through in this last year and a half. They've really taught us how to love well, and how to incorporate God into our lives and how to live well with Him being a part of our lives the right way.
Life group to me has been amazing. Like, they're definitely our family that we don't have out here. You know, they're our community, they're our best friends, they're our support, they're our love. It's nice to have a smaller group that you can have a certain goal in to what you want to do with Christ, how you want to follow Him, how you should follow Him. I would recommend life group to anybody. Like, even if you're single, whether you're married, whether you're a man or woman, go join a life group, because this is the most amazing experience that we've had. Life group is key to having a good community and support system.